Yo, yo, yo. What is up, my BK Birdies? Welcome back to Encourage Corner. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What's up, guys? I'm back with another check-in. Another Pocket Positive check-in. But this time with the little story time. Oh, yeah. But first, how are you guys doing? Are you having a good day? Good night? Whatever time it is where you are. Or whatever time you're listening to this. If you're listening. Hopefully you're listening. You die. Oh no, don't die. I'm sorry. I was trying to combine like, are you doing okay with, are you guys okay? And it came out, are you die? Don't die. Are you die? Don't die. Stay alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Sorry. Yeah. Hope you guys are doing okay. I'm happy though. In a sense. Well, one way I'm happy because it's almost winter vacation time. Yeah. So that means it's almost time for me to go home. I finally get to visit my family. After 3 years, bro. 3 years. Such a long time. Did I mention this on the last Pocket Positive? Because sometimes I don't refer back to my old episodes. So if I'm repeating myself from last time, oh well. At least you know I am excited. It is confirmed. Yeah, I'm happy to see my family, see my sibling, see my cat, my mama, my grandma, my uncle, auntie, babies, everybody. Yes, I'm excited. Get to see all my friends, other fams, just a lot of people. Gotta go down the list. So hopefully I can fit everyone in. Like if I could group like friend groups and all that together so I can, feed two birds with one stone. Like, just get it all in there instead of like one person each time. If I do one person each time, that'll just take forever. Like I need a couple of days to recuperate from all the traveling. Because it takes like 13 and a half hours to fly from Korea all the way to Georgia or to Atlanta. The thing is, I gotta like make like a few stops in between. Can't even go a straight shot like before. For some reason they won't. Well, that option wasn't available. Sad day. It's okay. I'm still happy either way. I get to go home. Finally. For the holidays. So, moving on. I guess we can jump right in to the story time. The story time is all about a special kitty who goes by the name of Yoram. Yoram means summer in Korean. But before I knew his name was Yoram, I called him Brinkles. Because there's this chicken place, like BHC chicken. And they have a flavor of chicken. It's like sprinkled or like powdered seasoned chicken, but it's like a orange. Well, it is orange, but it's like a cheesy type seasoned chicken, and it's really good. They call it brinkle chicken, and he has like orange on the top, like an orange and white cat. So me trying to figure out what to name him, that's the thing that popped in my head, Brinkle. So to me, his full name is Yarami Brinkles. Yarami Brinkles. Summer Brinkle chicken. Yay, yummy. But don't eat him. but Brinkled chicken is good. The cat, no, don't eat the cat. It's my buddy. That's my little baby. Don't do that. So yeah, story time for Yodam. Yeah, Yodam. Sorry. Story time about Yodam. So, Yodam, so there's like this path that I walk usually to get to school, like to get to work. And on my way, there's like this family and like their business and stuff there. Well, it's like two families actually, like one on the left and then one on the right. The one on the left, I don't know exactly what their business is, but a lot of places that you see in Korea, like you'll have like the business on the bottom floor, and then the people who own it, they'll live on like the second or third floor of the same building. So that's what both of these buildings were. So the one on the left, I don't know the business, but the business was at the bottom, and then they were living at the top. And Yodam, Yodami Brinkles, Yodam, he and another cat likes to hang out around this area with that family, as well as what I learned recently is that he also hangs out with the other family across the street. This family on the right, they own a restaurant, and they too live at the top of their business as well. Both of these families, they kind of cooperate and they take care of Yodam in a different way. I guess like with feeding him. I guess somebody built the house, or it was like an extra house or something. And it was there like on the corner type side of this other business. It's like right next to the family on the left, their business. There's like another one right next to it. Some type of, I don't know if it's like a little storage place or whatever they do. It's just a lot of pipes and all that stuff there. But on the edge, there's like a cute little greenhouse, and like he goes in there sometimes, as well as gets fed by the family, the restaurant family, across the street. And they also give him medicine because little Yodam had a cold, but I think his cold has gotten a lot better. Like he's not as nasally and that kind of sound gross, but I don't know how else to describe it. But he didn't sound like that anymore. So, well, not as bad as before. Like I can hear it getting so much better. But anyway, now that you have the backstory, usually I would walk by and I would see him with the family on the left, just there chilling out in the morning, and I'll just speak to him because I speak to every kitty that I see. Like I can't help it. I'd be like, "Kitty, hi," and I would do the same for him. I'd be like, "Hi, kitty, bye, kitty," and I'll just see him. He would just look at me. He wouldn't say anything. Just look at me pass by and do my thing. Yeah. And that was pretty much it. But I think maybe 3-ish weeks ago, maybe 2, I think we'll say 2. No, was it 2 or 3 weeks ago? The family on the left, they moved out. Yeah, they moved out and they left. But, Yodam, remained, of course, because he's not their official cat. He's a stray cat. He's an outside cat. And he just remained in his area. Like, that's his territory. That's his spot. And he remained there. So one day when I was walking by, I had cat food and I fed him. Yeah, like he was there and I called him up a little bit and I fed him some yummy cat food. the wet cat food type. It was like tuna and chicken mix, maybe. I don't know. It was tuna salmon. No, I think it was tuna and salmon mix type wet food. I think it was Sheba. I can't remember the brand. But anyway, I fed him and he was meowing and stuff like, "Oh yeah, food." I let him eat and stuff as I walked away because I didn't want him to be afraid of me or anything. So I let him eat and I walked away. And then ever since then, when I came around, I would, start to feed him and stuff. And when he see me, he would meow. And I don't even call him Yodam. I would call him baby. Like, baby, baby. and he would come and he would, meow and everything like that. And I got to the routine where I would feed him on my way to work, and when I got off work, I would feed him as well. And he would, come out of his little place and wherever he's hiding and chilling and greet me, and I would, rub him and wipe his face a little bit, wipe his nose. It's kind of runny because, like I said, he had a cold that's gotten a lot better. So then I was like, this cat is so friendly. Like, he deserves, like, to be, inside with a good family and everything, right? So I, posted him on, there's like a Busan Pets page. So I posted him on there. One of my friends recommended me to, another lady, like, who helps, stray animals, or she volunteers at, an animal shelter, and she has like connections with the vets and everything like that. She's very like active when it comes to like taking care of, street animals, or making sure like, they can get adopted, or if like someone's trying to put pets up for adoption, she helps like connect them with people who are willing to take to adopt these, pets and everything like that, take them into their family. Yeah. So I got in contact with her, and everything. Cause the thing is, for Yoram, I really wanted him, or felt like, yeah, he deserves to be with a nice family instead of, stuck outside. Cause, it's wintertime, it's getting colder and everything like that. And, I just want him to be inside and warm and full of love and be spoiled, everything like that. Right. So all good intentions in my brain. So I'm talking to the lady, and we come up with she's asking me like, how serious am I about, taking care of him, or, wanting to get him to a family, get him checked out at the vet, all of that. I was like, yeah, I'm all in. Cause like the baby took my heart. Like, he has my heart. Like, he's just in there. It's his. And like, he's so precious, like super adorable. And, we make the plan, like, to take him to the vet one day or one weekend. So this is attempt number 1. So the thing is, when I meet her and her husband, like, they both come, and she has all this extra stuff. Because the thing is, like, she gave me the idea of like, oh, do you want to like foster him for a little bit until we find him a home, like a permanent home or something? And I was like, sure. Well, actually, I was kind of apprehensive about it because the place where I live does not accept pets. But then like, I was just, I don't know, very adamant, like very like passionate about like wanting him to find a home or like be inside and out of the cold. So I was like, okay, I'll take the punishment. Like, I don't care. Like, it's only for a short period of time anyway. So I'll keep him, foster him or whatnot until we find him a permanent home. So like, all right, boom, cool. And she gives me like, equipment stuff that I would need, like a litter box and, a scratching pole and, this little spray that, helps, I guess, cats calm down a bit and helps them not to like, I guess, like scratch certain surfaces as well. So I had that, and a carrier. So she gave me all of that. And then, we walked over to where Yoram, his little greenhouse is, and he greeted me like normal. But, well, no, he wasn't there. He was across the street on the right at the restaurant family house's place, right? And I seen him there. He was with the lady, and I tried calling him over, but then he seen all the people. He was like, there's too many people. I don't feel comfortable about that. So like, he crossed the street and went around and like there's like this random bus that's like parked on the side, and he went kind of near there. But then like, he started coming towards me because he trusts me and everything. So like, he came towards me because I was calling him, and the lady gave me like, one of those little cat little treat little sticks that they have where you can like push it and it's like little yum-yums just come out and they can just easily lick it and stuff and eat it. So she gave me one of those and I used that. And he was having that, but he was like he could feel that something was up, because I could tell like he was kind of like hesitant about a lot, like ready to, dip when it's time. So, but he kept calm, like towards me though. And then the problem was we didn't have a game plan. Like I thought like they are the experts in everything, so I just thought they would tell me what to do, but that was not the case. So I was like, okay, maybe if I pick him up and like give it to the guy, like he can just easily put him in the carrier or whatever he's trying to do. That was not a good idea, because once I picked up Yoram was fine in my arms and stuff. Like he was fine for like the short period of time. But as soon as I handed him over to the other guy, it was not a fun time. He started wiggling around, was like, I don't want to be picked up and all that stuff. And then the dude like fell on the ground a little. Well, he didn't really fall, but like he like put Yoram on the ground, but tried to like pin him down a bit, and then tried to put him in the carrier, but that didn't work. Yoram like scratched him a bit. Oops. And then just ran off. And then they were like, well, that was it. That was our attempt for the day. We can't do it. Like, that's it. One and done. And then I was so sad. Like, I was gonna cry on the spot. Like, I'm such a sensitive person. Like, I was literally gonna cry on the spot, because as soon as they said, well, that's it. That was our chance. He's not coming back. And I was like, what? Oh no. And I felt so sad. And the lady was sad for me a little bit, because she knew how excited I was about all of this. Being able to take him in and, take him to the vet and, keep him with me right after. But that happened and he ran off. And then I felt bad, because I was like, well, does this mean like he'll lose trust in me, because like he trusted me, came towards me, and it led to him being handed to some rando and pinned down on the ground, and he had to defend himself and scratch something, It made me sad. I felt super sad. I was like, I feel like I broke my trust with this cat, and he's such a precious being. I was like, great. But they gave me the stuff, and I was like, we'll just try again another time. Later in the week, and I was like, all right. So I take all the stuff they gave me, take it up to my place, and just sulk, like, and want to cry. I was like, I lost his trust. Like, please don't let him hate me. Just know, as the story goes on, just know that this is strike one. Just know that this was strike one. So I think the next day, either the next day or that Monday, I went back just to see, to feed him, or no, I didn't see him that Sunday, I think. I can't remember. But I think on that Monday, when I went to, like, going to work and everything like I usually do, I ended up seeing him there. I was surprised, and he came up to me like nothing, and I was very surprised, but I was happy more than anything that he came up to me, and, just meowing like normal. And I gave him his food and everything, placed it in his little house so he can eat, little rubs, pats, pets, head scratches, chin scratches, yeah. And he got his eat on, get his yum-yums. And then I went to work, and I was happy. I was like, okay, thank you, God, thank you. I'm glad he's not mad at me, or he wasn't traumatized or anything like that. I was like, all right, cool. So it just pumped me up. I was like, okay, I'm going to try again, to get him to, cause like the big thing was trying to get him to go to the vet so he can get, his vaccine shots and get checked on, and, everything like that, whatever, medicine, cleanup, checkups, anything that he needed. Just wanted to get that done for him. And then I, hold on to him until he gets a permanent family, a permanent home. So, and I was really, really feeling strong about this. So I decided that Tuesday would be D-Day, for me to go out myself, because I decided, I'm going to try myself. Like, since he's very trusting of me, excuse me, sorry. Since he's very trusting of me, and, he doesn't have a problem with approaching me, and he has problems with too many outside people being around, I feel like if it's just me, maybe it'll work. So I took the carrier, and I went back to where his little house is, and I tried to well, I had the game plan of trying to, like, you know, lure him into the carrier and everything. But the problem is when I went there in the evening, because I chose to do it at midnight, around midnight, but I guess maybe midnight he's somewhere else, because, you know, cats have like this little have their own time schedule of like certain places where they'll be at a certain time. So I'm guessing maybe at midnight around or certain times he's not in that area. He chooses to go somewhere else. So yeah, I was very sad. I was like, darn, I really wanted to get him. So I tried again Wednesday. I was like, okay, well, how about I like after work, like I bring the carrier with me to work, and then after work I would try to get him. And that's what I did. So I brought the carrier with me after work, and I had it next to the house, so it's not that far away, so it's not, you know, that bad or that far of a transition trying to get him in there and like zip it up. Like I already had, like, so like the way the carrier is like a flap type thing, like with a zipper, and there's like two zippers, right? So I had one zipper on the right, one zipper on the left, and I kind of zipped them up a little bit so it'd be easier to grab them, and then just zip them up to the middle at the top. So I had them down, and I had a little blanket in the inside and everything. I put the spray in there earlier so he can be a little bit calm on his transition to my home and whatnot. And granted, I had to do it at a time. Well, at this time, there's not many people, around or at home. Like they all come home like from 6 and on, and luckily it wasn't 6 yet, it was like 5:20, 5:30 or so I had like a bit of a window to get him in there without anyone hearing his meows or anything like that. So what happened was he came out to greet me as normal, and I fed him and I didn't feed him because I was going to feed him later, like to keep him calm while he's in the house, because he's in an unfamiliar environment, and it would have been better for him to, you know, be able to eat and try to calm himself down and everything like that. So I gave him a little, you know, treats, little snacks and stuff, you know, pet him, kept him calm. And, you know, me praying to God, like, God, I need your help. Please help me with this. And God heard my prayers, because Yoram, like, he himself went into the carrier because he was curious. So he went into it, and as soon as he went in, I did a little push nudge, just a little, and zoop. I was like, all right, this is it. This is go time. So I pick up the carrier, and I'm walking, and like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And he's like, just like meowing, like, I don't know what's happening. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. I'm sorry. That's hilarious. Let me out. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, I hurry and walk back to my place, which is not that far. Thank goodness. We make it back there, hurry up and type it in, and I'm like hurrying up trying to get inside, and then once I get there, I'm like, oh, I did it. I'm just excited about it all. And once I get there and I open the carrier, let him out, he immediately goes into the bathroom. And he creates his safe haven in the bathroom, because he's like, I don't know where I am. You done brought me into this unfamiliar environment, and I'm not feeling it. So yeah. So he spent most of the time in the bathroom, and I kind of created a little space for him in there. So he had a blanket. I had a little humidifier in there for him to help with his cold that he has. And luckily in the bathroom, I have a lavender diffuser type scent. So there's that lavender scent going around, which helps as well with calming, as well as like anxiety and like all of that stuff. So it helps calm him down a bit. And I found a YouTube page that caters to cats, and on this page they had anti-anxiety, anti-stress music for cats, so that they can, you know, keep calm when they're feeling like overwhelmed and everything. So I had that playing, and it had his litter box and stuff in there as well. So yeah, he had his own little space, you know, in the bathroom and whatnot. Eventually he calmed down and everything was cool that night. You know, I even like pulled out like a little pull-out bed, floor bed or whatever, to, you know, sleep nearby where he is. So if he ever meows or needs me, I'm there to go comfort him. And the only time I had to go in and comfort him was like around like 5 in the morning or so. And then after that, I went back to sleep and then saw him again in the morning. And then he was cool throughout the entire day. I did leave, this is the next day, Thursday. I did have to leave work during lunchtime just to come in and check on him during lunchtime and be with him during lunch and then go back to work. And then when I came back, he was fine. But then he started freaking out again, looking around like, where am I? I don't want to be here. This is not what I'm used to. And I tried to see that, okay, maybe like would he like to try venturing out? So then when he ventured out into the outside of my place, that's when he really started to freak out. And it was like, yeah, I'm not feeling this. So he was just meowing and just meowing and meowing. And I put him back into the bathroom. He would still meow. But eventually I got him to calm down a little bit. But it's like every few hours or so, he would start up again. And it just got to the point where he was just not having it. I was like, and I tried to message the lady and talk through it. And then eventually I just came to the conclusion, like, he's just too overwhelmed. He's just stressing out and like, he wants to go back outside. So I was like, okay, I'm letting him back out. And she was like, okay. So I ended up I attempted to put him in the carrier, but he did not want to go in the carrier. So I had to carry him. So I picked up him with the blanket and everything. See, the doors, like when you open the door makes noise and stuff. So like once I got him, like when I opened the door and everything, he started wiggling and trying to get out my arms and all that stuff. So I had to hurry. And I dropped him like twice. Trying to hurry up and get him, like out, because I didn't want him to make a lot of meowing noises, because like where I live, there's like the walls, the hallway's very like narrow, and there's only like a few tenants on this on this floor, because there's only 3 floors. The landlords or the people who own the building are on the 3rd floor. Majority of us are on the 2nd floor, and there's like 1 or 2 people that live on the 1st floor. And one of their rooms are it's like outside, has access from the outside, and the other one is accessed through the inside. And then majority of us, like I said, are on the 2nd floor. So, I'm going through this narrow space around like 10, close to 11 p.m. at night when everyone's here. And you can easily hear in the hallway when people are in the hallway, when they talk, when things echo. So if you hear this cat meow and they're like, where's this cat coming from? So I had to hurry up and try to get him out. So like when I went down the first flight of stairs, dropped him because he wiggled too much. So I hurried and picked him up. And then once I tried to get through like the sliding door, dropped him again on the outside. But I let him stay there and just let him scramble away a little bit. He stayed there for a bit. I tried to get him to come to me because he kept meowing at the door. And there's that family, the family that's outside. I'm sorry this is taking too long to explain to you guys. I take a long time to explain stories. I'm sorry. So hopefully it's interesting enough that you're sticking with the story. But anyway, so yeah, he was outside, at the door. I'm trying to call him to me, but it's no use. He doesn't want to come. But then eventually I get him to follow me a little bit. But as soon as we get to the tip of the curb in front of the building, he takes off and he just goes down. I'm like, no, you're going the wrong way. And the problem is like he has eye problems, cause a lot of outside cats, they end up getting the eye infection, conjunctivitis, I think that's what it's called. And if they have it for a long time, if it's not treated properly, it could lead to, partial blindness or something like that. It's permanent. And he already has trouble with seeing, because even when I was with him, I had to direct him to where his food is. He couldn't properly see it. And you would have I think, I don't know, I guess that's why that kind of added on to him freaking out, because he can only recognize certain things, I guess, with his eyes and stuff. So if the shapes aren't recognizable for what he remembers, then he freaks out. But I end up worrying a lot that night because of that. But I didn't need to worry, because the next morning he was in his house and fine. And once again, I thought, I lost his trust because, you know, brought him into that unfamiliar place and dropped him twice and, you know, made him feel so stressed and everything like that. I was like, he's not going to want to come near me anymore. But when I seen him the next day or the day after, he approached me like nothing. He was just like, hey, what's up? You got some food for me? I just looked at the time. I've been talking to you guys for like 30 minutes and I'm sorry. This is not a pocket positive. Well, it's not. It's a supersized pocket. Whenever I have story time, you know it changes from just the normal pocket size to supersized pocket. Gigantic pocket positive. It's the pocket of a giant. Here we are. But anyway, just know that that was strike 2. So after that, I talked to the lady and I was like, if we decide to do take him to the vet, I think we should wait a bit because I want him to recuperate from this experience of being taken from his safe haven into my place that I thought would be a nice place or a safe haven for him, but he freaked out and, you know, got overwhelmed and stressed due to the unfamiliarity of the place. And I mean, it was comfortable. I provided him with the food and everything, but it still kind of stressed him out. So I was like, let's wait a bit before we try taking him to the vet. So we waited like a week-ish, like a week and a half or a week or so before attempting it again. So what was going to be that following Thursday, like attempting, it's like a week later on that Thursday, we're going to attempt to do it, but plans fell through due to the lady, I think, being busy on that Thursday suddenly. And then Friday we were supposed to do it, but I think she ended up going to Busan and believed she wasn't going to make it back in time. So we pushed it to that Saturday, aka yesterday for me. Well, I don't know. Well, it's Sunday right now. There's like a couple more minutes left in the Sunday. Doesn't matter. Anyways, Saturday. We end up attempting to do it on a Saturday. And so what we did, for the game plan, they had a bigger cage this time. And they had a towel and everything. And so we went. They brought the car this time. Because we didn't bring the car last time. We were just going to like put him in the carrier. Like how I did last time, and then walk back to the car. But no, we brought the car with and closer, and I told them I think it would be wise if they stayed back, because if they came with me, he would sense them and then, you know, would be very iffy about coming near because he doesn't know these people, but he knows me. So it's like, it would be good if you guys just stay back and let me try it. And they're like, okay, cool, you just do it. So I brought the carrier with me and everything. He kind of was iffy about it once I brought the big cage and stuff with me. But I just left it kind of nearby his house, so it'd be easy to, you know, put him in there. And he kind of went near the bus, the random bus that's just sitting there. But I got him to come to me, and, you know, he was meowing and everything. I got him to come to me and trust me and let me pet him and everything. Gave him the yum yum little snack stick. And eventually, I just plopped him in. I got him in the cage and everything. Put the towel on. And yeah, we put him in the car. Of course, he was, you know, meowing and stressing again. Because he's like, okay, not this again. But then extra stress because I'm in a car. He doesn't know he's in a car, but still he's in a car, and there's like movement and bumps and everything like that, and he's freaking out. And then we get him to the vet and he's like, what is this place? But we try to like prevent him from like seeing a lot, because I guess that's the point of the towel that was covering it, to help prevent him from seeing the outside, just focus on like the darkness, I guess. We got him to the vet and we got him checked. While he was getting checked, he was so good. He behaved so well, like on the, like when he was on like the, when he was on the desk and the vet was checking him out. He he behaved so well. Even the vet was very surprised, that an outside cat like this was behaving so well. Granted, he was still, doing his little thing where he looks around and is like, where am I? I don't know where I am. But, he behaved so well, and he got his ears cleaned out. He got his face, wiped well, like get all the gunk and everything off his face. Everything he needed. Yeah. Apparently, like, his gums were bleeding a bit, and I think he lost a tooth somewhere. Goodness. Our little Yoram was going through it. There's some type of stomach condition, because something like in the mouth or along the gums was swollen that indicated he had some type of stomach issue, and around his eyes were swollen, of course, because like I said, he had conjunctivitis, because he had the little brownish type gunk and things, coming like around his eyes. But he the vet wiped all of that away. Cleaned his face and cleaned his ears, gave him like medicine and stuff for his stomach, and showed me how to do it, where you just open his mouth and you put the pill in the inside, rub it around and get him to eat it, as well as eye drops for his eyes, and you put the eye drops in his eye, and showed me like how to do it, one drop and rub it around, one drop on the other, wrap it around, and then he got a shot. He got a vaccine shot. He needed 2, but this was just for round 1. And they just gave me the medicine to give to him. So I have eye drops for him, and I have like the medicine for his stomach. So after the vet visit, we went back to the normal spot and released him. Of course, the reaction is, he immediately zoomed away. He was like, traumatized, like, what is this experience? You brought me to this place, and I gotta get out of here. And of course, he escaped away. And while he was going away, I placed his food like I normally do. And what I also did was I bought this heating pad, or like a heating cushion for him that's powered, like USB powered. So I got these the portable charger. I bought 2 so I can like interchange them. So while one is charging, he can use one, and then when that runs out of battery, I can swap it with the other and charge that one. So I put one of those in there to keep him warm in the winter time while he's, out there and stuff, like keep himself warm. But this cushion, I feel like it doesn't work that well, like how I want it to. It doesn't heat up the way I want it to. So I found another one. I just have to wait for that to be delivered. So hopefully that one will work way better. But yeah, so I came back that following evening. Yeah, I did. I came back the following evening. Of course, he wasn't there. It was around like 9ish or so, but like I left some more food for him. And then I came back the following morning, like around 8, like how I usually do. And he's usually there, but he wasn't there. So I was like, uh-oh. Just know that this was strike 3, guys. Strike 3. And I'm kind of worried. I feel like he's like, I'm done. I'm done with you, Bria. Like, I trusted you, and every time I trust you, like, I end up getting taken to an unfamiliar place and stressed out. I just can't do it. You're fired. You're fired. And I'm so sad. I had good intentions. I just wanted him, like, to get better, to get checked. I know, like, no cats or no pets, like, their favorite place will never be the vet. But I just wanted him, like, to, get checked out, like, to get the things that he needed. But I think, like, he feels more comfortable being outside. And I'm just sad, I think that I broke our bond by allowing all of this to happen. So I think he's traumatized by everything. I mean, the lady was like, yeah, like, well, like, the cats, like, they'll be forgetful. Like, they'll forgive and forget, like, at some point. But I don't know, because from last time, like, it's usually like a day or so or 2. Well, usually like a day in between, like, when the traumatic thing happened, and then immediately after he was like, yeah, I'm cool. But this one, though, I think it was too traumatic for him, and he was like, nope. Like, it's to the point where, like, he'll come back, but not when I'm there. Like, he'll come back to have his food, because I'll put his food down, and I'll put because I came early in the morning, around 8, on Saturday, on this Sunday, today, well, it's not Sunday anymore, it's midnight now, but anyway, Sunday, in the morning, I came around, like I usually do, around 8ish or so, and I brought his food, but he wasn't there, and I left his food, and I just put his stomach medicine in the inside, but of course I can't give him his eye drops because he's not there, and of course, exchanged the portable charger to keep him warm, and I went away. And eventually I came back this evening, once I came back from my outings and stuff, like around like 9ish or so, and came back and I saw that he ate the food, and I just put his evening medicine in the inside for him to eat and have, and changed the battery again. I just fear like he's gonna continue to avoid me. Told you guys, strike 3. I don't want that to be the case. Like, it's gonna be heartbreaking for me, because I tried. Like, I was just like, I had good intentions and everything, but he's not feeling it. I think, like, because I don't want to like ruin the bond that I have with him and everything, because he's so precious. I just wanted to help as much as I could, but like understanding him, I think, is much better. And like from what I understand is that he's comfortable where he is, you know, with being outside. And at least I was able to give him, you know, like he was able to get like, you know, a partial vaccine. It's better than nothing. He even got his ears cleaned. He even got a dose of like some eye drops, and he's gonna get a full week of stomach medicine, like to counteract whatever stomach issue or infection or anything like that he was having. So it's better than nothing. So at least, you know, he'll have like a warm place to be, even if I don't get a chance to see him. But at least he'll be fed as much as possible, has a warm place to just chill when I'm not there. And yeah, I mean, I hope he forgives me. Guys, please pray that he forgives me. Yoram Sprinkles, forgive me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. Please don't give me the cold shoulder for long. Please. I'm sorry. Do you guys think he'll come back? I hope he'll come back. I'll give you guys an update next Pocket Positive. That'll probably actually be Pocket. Like, it won't be like a full whole cat story like today. Wow, we're really going on 43 minutes. Good gracious. Oh well. Hey, it's nice story time. Even though I was just blabbing on, but still. I still hope that Yoram will come back and forgive me again. I know it was strike 3, and you're giving me the cold shoulder, Yoram, but like, I'm sorry. I did everything out of love. It wasn't not to traumatize you and to scare you off. So please come back. I know, like, that's your safe place. I don't want to ruin that for you. So I think I'm not going to attempt to, because like, I guess he was supposed to go back for a vaccine, like his part 2 vaccine, as well as the lady was like, we should get him neutered as well, because it's important for a lot of like the outside cats to get neutered and released to like reduce the amount of the stray cats in the area. Because like Korea, they have like a lot of stray cats and stuff that's around, and I guess because like they aren't being like neutered or anything like that to help control that, it just gets out of hand a bit. So I mean, like in our area it's not so bad, but I don't know. I don't want to traumatize him anymore. Like, I don't want him to like to be afraid, like to the point where like he just really doesn't want to come back to that area, because it's a good area for him to be in. Like there's the restaurant family across the way that gives him, you know, medicine as well as food. And then he has like the nice little house, and I added the cushion that keeps him warm, and then he gets good food from me too. So I don't want him like to feel like he can't come back and that can't be his safe haven anymore. So I'm hoping that with time, like he'll, feel safe to come back and be around, and just know that I won't do it anymore. I'll just let him be. But at least I was able to give him something to, extend his health, to better his health, to heal him in some way. So please forgive me. We'll see what happens. I just feel so sad. But oh well. Well, that's the end of that story. To be continued when I come back with another Pocket Positive that'll actually be pocket sized. I plan on doing maybe just one or two more of these Pocket Positive check-ins before the end of the year. And then, of course, I think I mentioned this last Pocket Positive that I plan to start the next season sometime next year. Hopefully early next year, either between January or February. I will try to start up season 3. Well, I'll add a March in there too, just in case. So sometime between January and March, I will start up season 3. And maybe I'll even have my sibling on an episode or two, which will be fun. I'm thinking about having him on the first episode. Since I'm going home, I think it would be cool to have him on the first episode. Maybe I'll get my mama on there too. Maybe should I do both of them? No, I think maybe I'll do one with my sibling, and then one with my mama, or maybe one with my sibling definitely. And I'm thinking either one with just my mama, or with her and my sibling together. Thing is, I only got one mic. We might have to be sharing a mic, y'all. Get close. We family. Let's go. Everybody lean into the mic. So I think that'll be cool. So I have more guests on season 3, which will be fun. And another thing to look forward to next year, I know I keep mentioning it and it hasn't popped up yet, but it will happen, is getting these episodes on YouTube. I'm just trying to figure out the format on which I want to do it on YouTube. Am I gonna do an animation type thing, which I think will be fun. Just have to figure it out and stop being so lazy. Gotta put in the work. And I really, 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 really gonna will try super hard to make sure that I stick to schedule, for real. No matter what, I gotta be like Chani, Bangchan from Stray Kids, leader of Stray Kids, Bangchan. Dude, he sticks to what he says he's gonna do. When every Sunday he has Chani's room, and he gets on and we listen to music together. He talks to fans and all of that stuff, or we watch movies, anything. But he does it every Sunday, and if he can't do it on a Sunday, he makes up for it. He'll do 2 within 1 week to catch up. And then recently he's added in random TikTok lives and all of that stuff, but he sticks to his schedule. And if he knows that he won't be able to do it, he lets us know ahead of time. And I need to do that. I need to do better with social media and all of that stuff, posting about Encourage Corner, about the things that I do. I just need to get on it. So that's a lot of things that I'm hoping to do better this upcoming year, is being more advertise better on social media, to be on time when it comes to my uploads, and that there will be YouTube content. All of my episodes will be posted onto YouTube. I'm gonna try to get all of season 1 first, of course. It'll take time to catch up to where I am up to season 3, but you'll start seeing them on YouTube. So that'll be fun. So if you ever want to go back or watch how I animated, if I decide to animate it, or however I decide to do the format, go check it out. Yeah. And also I think I mentioned it. Yeah, I made a Spotify playlist for every song that I've done on Encourage Corner from season 1 all the way until today. And speaking of song, today's song is NCT DREAM's Beautiful Time. It's such a cute song. It's very cute. I like it. It fits the positive theme. I like it. So, give that a listen. So I'll be adding that on the playlist as well next. So it on Spotify, it's under Encourage Corner. So if you type in Encourage Corner into Spotify, 2 things should pop up. The podcast itself, which is cool. Go ahead and follow that. And then 2, the playlist. So if you like any of these songs that I use to create encouraging messages for you guys, then there's a whole playlist of them. You can go back and listen to them, add them to your own playlist. Give it a like. Even give the playlist a like. Yes. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's I'm under Bria Korea 0318. So it's Bria lowercase, so small BRIA, small KOREA 0318 on Instagram. So you guys can follow me. And in the link, there's a link tree link, and it will take you, direct you to everything. Like my online store, my YouTube page, Twitter page, like everything, like is there. So, my Audio Mac, where I keep all of my mashups. So everything that I do, if you go there, take you to everything you need. So just go on my Instagram page, click on the link in the bio, and it'll take you to everything that you need. I need to double check and make sure I got my Spotify on there, but I should. But even if I don't, it's easy to find. Just type in Encourage Corner in Spotify. Bada bing, bada boom. You'll find the playlist. You'll find the podcast list. So yeah, go and do that, please. All right, I've kept you guys here for like an hour. This is like the length of like an actual episode. And I wasn't even planning on doing it. But then like it's not the normal days. So usually I try to do it on Wednesdays for it to upload on a Thursday. But for me on my end of the hemisphere, my time zone. But I just really felt like sharing. I felt sad today because of Yodam. And I wanted to get those feelings out. I hope he comes back. I hope he forgives me. At least I know he's still coming back and eating though. And he's eating the medicine and not just leaving it. So, yes. So that was just take 1. We'll see what happens tomorrow when I go to work. Please come back, Yodam. I'm so sorry, my love. Please come back. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, have a good day, guys. Have a good day. Have a good evening. If it's something you're going through that's, really taking a toll, really taking all your energy, just take it one day at a time. Take a deep breath, like literally just again. Just breathe and just know, like, it might not seem like it'll be okay right now, but over time, like the direction that you need to go, it will become clear to you. It will. Things are confusing right now, but just know God always has your back. Like, He'll guide you, like, wherever you need to go at the right time. So even if you want something to happen, like, right now, if He believes it's not the time for you, then it won't happen just yet. But at the right moment, the perfect moment, it will. And if you're taking tests or anything like that, I think you can do it. Study your butt off. If you're cramming, cram well. And do your thing. You guys got this. And if work is just awful, hey, don't look at the clock. Just do your work. Get it through. Get through that lunch break. Come back. Get it through. Get it done. Bada bing, bada boom. You can go home and chill. You did it. Okay, I've kept you guys here long enough. It's been an hour. I'm so sorry. This was not pocket at all. This was like super giant. Super, super giant. Pocket positive. But hopefully you enjoyed the story about Brinkles, and I'll give you the update if he forgives me or not, if I see him again anytime this week. Alright guys, I'll see you guys next time. Yeah. Annyeong. Bye.